So hi guys, computer guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much. Once again, I really would like to appreciate for this great honor to be here. So I'm really grateful to you. Thank you very much. So we have to start from Canadian Constitution, right? So Canadian Constitution. So do you have any idea about Canadian Constitution? Do you have any idea what is Canadian Constitution? Yes.
So, in 1862, a new
1867. Same thing.
a new
Oh, yeah.
dominance, like something new was created in UK as
Yes.
part of UK.
1867, yeah.
And in 1982,
Is Charter of Rights.
Canada became a
Charter of Rights.
a new country.
Okay, so yes, computer guys, do you have any idea about what is Canadian Constitution?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is Canadian If you already attended my class before, any intro class, then do not answer.
No, sir. It's not about the intro class. I've just researched about it, and it became a dominion in 1867. It became independent by joining many provinces together. And sir, in 1982, a new Constitution Act was enacted, which gave more power to the Canada itself, amending powers and other powers itself from UK to Canada. Canada became an independent country mostly to amend its constitution itself and the amending procedure itself.
Okay, thank you very much. It's very good. It's very good. So just write it down. Just write it down on your notebook. So there are two parts of Canadian Constitution. First step, there are two parts of Canadian Constitution. One is division of power. What is division of power? Yeah, please. Oh, no problem.
The division of power is between, I guess, the federal, the provinces and the center.
Yeah, so I'll let you know step by step. So there are two parts. Excuse me, can you open your notebook?
Yes.
Yeah, so there are two parts of Canadian Constitution. One is division of power, 1867, and one is Charter of Rights, the Charter of Rights, 1982. 70 to 85 marks question gonna come from two parts. Minimum 70 marks, maximum 85 marks. Paper A, paper B, paper C. So words to words, minimum 70% marks gonna come from the Canadian Charter of Rights and division of power. Minimum 70 or maximum 85. Okay, so there are two parts of Canadian Constitution. One is Canadian Charter of Division of Power 1867. One is the Canadian Charter of Rights 1982. So we're gonna start from Canadian Charter of Rights 1982. Sometime 50 marks, only 50 marks came from the Canadian Charter of Rights. Always start from Canadian Charter of Rights. Always start from Canadian Charter of Rights. Okay, so Canadian Charter of Rights, do you have any idea about sometime 55 marks, even lot of time 55 marks came from Canadian Charter of Rights, lot of time. But words to words, at least 40 marks gonna come from the Canadian Charter of Rights. The point to be noted, Canadian Charter of Rights is very important. Examination point of view, even in with the real pictures as well. Okay. So do you have any idea about Charter of Rights? Can you please turn off your mic, please? Okay, can you please turn off your mic? Okay, so Canadian Charter of Rights. Okay, so there are 6 sections of Canadian Charter of Rights. You will be tested in exam. So there are 6 sections. According to the NCA, you have to be tested. 6 sections. Okay, so there are 6 sections. First section is section 32. Write it down. Section 32. First, there are 6 sections of Canadian Charter of Rights 1982. So first section is section 32. Okay, section 32 is equal to whether charter apply to the body. Okay, body. Whether charter apply to the body. I will tell you whether whether charter apply to the body, right? Okay, first question, section 32, whether charter apply to the body. Then second is 2A, freedom of religion. Second section is 2A, freedom of religion. Third section is 2B, freedom of expression. Okay. Fourth section is section 7, life, liberty, security, life, liberty, security, and it has to be accordance with the principle of fundamental justice. Accordance with the principle of fundamental justice. Principle of fundamental justice. Then fifth section is section 15. Section 15, equal rights. Equal rights. And last section is section 1, Oaks test. Section 1, Oaks, OAKS, Oaks test. So there are 6 sections, and at least 40 marks gonna come from 6 sections, 40 marks, or maximum 55. So we have to remember, oh, there are 6 sections according to NCA syllabus. First section is section 32, whether charter apply to the body. First section, or in first section, minimum 2 marks question, from section 32. Then we have to jump into 2A, freedom of religion. Okay, so 2A, 2B, 7 and 15. So 3 section you will be tested. 3 section, 2A, 2B, 7 and 15. Freedom of religion, freedom of expression, section 7, life, liberty, security, it has to be accordance with the principle of fundamental justice. Section 15, equal rights. So every section would be 10 marks. Every section would be 10 marks. Highly chances in one exam question, you will be tested 3 out of 4. We need to know what is freedom of religion. We need to know what is freedom of expression. We need to know what is section 7, life, liberty, security, and it has to be accordance with the principle of fundamental justice. And section 15, equal rights. Everyone is equal. So there are 2 parts. One is analogous ground, listed ground, section 15, listed ground. Or one is analogous ground.
Sir, I didn't get this listed and analogous ground. What is this? Can you elaborate?
If you will first, whatever I'm trying to explain you, first we have to build a structure. If I'm going to go into section 15, listed ground, you will not going to understand. Just whatever I'm trying to explain you, just write it down. I'm going to explain you each and everything, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Before, like, just try to understand. You don't even know nothing like what is section 2A, what is section 2B, what is section 16. First, we have to make a strong structure. If we don't even know, and most likely no one know what is structure of Canadian Constitution, because when I start what is Canadian Constitution, okay, so there are 6 sections. One is section 32, whether charter apply to the body, minimum 2 marks, maximum 10 marks. Most likely 2 marks gonna come from here, maybe 10 marks. Okay, which is called room 1, which is called, okay, open first page, open new page. Can you open second page? In second page, section 32 is a 1 room. Section 32 is a 1 room. Okay. Then second room, so there are 6 sections divided into 3 rooms. One room, section 32. Second room, 2A, 2B, 7 and 15. Okay. And third room is section 1 oak test. You will not gonna understand because first 15 minutes are